Welcome to another beautiful session of the Tao of Women. And I am bowing to the presence of those of you who are here with me live today, and bowing to those who are joining in the replay. Today is a very special day for me personally, and I just want to express how much I love this practice. And this day today was the day I became a mother 21 years ago. It's the day that Birth Song Botanicals was born. It was the day that my whole life shifted, and I have committed to that path for 21 plus years, and I just feel like it's a celebration. And so what better way to celebrate than with the Tao of Women? So let's take a moment to ground ourselves, open ourselves, and allow ourselves to receive this passage. I'm going to just gently turn this music down so we can drop into our own breath, our own wisdom. Opening our perception and our awareness with a sense of awe and wonder as we breathe together, creating a field of love and life and reciprocity that is deeply nourishing for ourselves and for all beings. So if you have the book, I invite you to read along with me. If not, just simply receive the words like nourishment. Passage 24. Grounded. Stretching herself too thin, she breaks her connections. Staying too busy, she has no time. Doing for others, she neglects herself. Defining herself only through others, she loses her own definition. The wise woman waters her own garden first. Wisdom here. Let's read it one more time. Grounded. Stretching herself too thin, she breaks her connections. Staying too busy, she has no time. Doing for others, she neglects herself. Defining herself only through others, she loses her own definition. The wise woman waters her own garden first. And I'm going to show you the characters. So this is the pinyin character, or the Chinese characters, and then here, so small, is the Nushu characters. And so with that, I invite you to join me in a Qigong practice. So we'll clear our space. And as you find your practice space, as you arrive, if you notice, I always comb through the field. It takes a moment to arrive, to settle. So allow yourself that spaciousness to find where you want to stand, find your feet on the floor, rooting your feet into the space as you align your knees over your feet and open your hips, as you sink your hips and your pelvis, as you lift your crown, as you open your hands and your skin to the field, as you start to breathe into your body and drawing with it your attention, drawing with your breath your awareness and your ability to listen. And we're going to tap into that passage of grounded. So letting your breath anchor itself deep down in your belly, deep down in your kidneys, deep down in your pelvic floor. Take the time you need to breathe, letting your abdomen expand with each inhale and letting your abdomen draw back to your spine with your exhale. And now gently resting your hands over your center and drop your mind into your center so you can feel grounded, aligned, and centered, finding stillness. And in this practice today, we are going to highlight the last line. The wise woman waters her own garden first. And today it's a gentle rain here. And I've been out in the rain. My hair is still wet. I've been drinking rainwater and bathing in the rain. And so I feel like that is a practice to nourish and water our garden first. So today we're going to do a beautiful practice I've been sharing called the waterfall. So as you are ready, you are going to gently open your hands. Take a nice inhale, and as you exhale, sink down. And as if you are reaching into a pool of water at the base of a waterfall. And with such beauty and reverence, you reach your hands into the waterfall and you slowly start to raise your hands as if you're catching the water, catching the beautiful water that's this waterfall is flowing in the garden of your life garden. And the waterfall is flowing, and as you are raising your hands, connecting with the water, collecting the water, you're starting to feel the water fill your palms and starting to splash down and letting the raindrops pour down, the waterfall drops pour down your arms as you lift your hands up to receive the beauty of the waterfall. And when you're ready to invite this waterfall into your body, you lead from your pinky and you direct your pinky. And I'm actually going to gently touch my body. And I'm going to let my pinky so softly land right on my third eye. And then gently my ring finger. And now middle finger, first finger, and thumb. And I'm going to so sweetly, so softly trace my Ren channel around my mouth. And go ahead and swallow this waterfall water and let your fingers so gently trace down the front of your body, tracing this Ren channel, this Yin channel, all the way down so that you are bringing your attention down inside yourself. So you are grounded and you are watering your own body, your own garden. And as your hands float all the way down, tracing your body, that's when you dip down again and you scoop up some more water. And inhale as you rise, and then exhale and pour this water in through your yin channel, your Ren conception vessel. As it pours down, you are filling yourself, watering your own garden, replenishing yourself with life-giving water. As you are scooping up the waters, you're blessing the water, thanking the water, and then opening yourself to receive, letting your hands float down so sweetly. As your hands float down, your attention floats down through this channel. You're reconnecting with this pathway that grounds you and nourishes you and anchors you into the yin field. And now you can continue to keep touching your body gently or start to do this as an energetic practice, whatever feels good for you. Scooping into the waterfall. So we don't lose our definition. This pathway helps us find ourselves. This is the pathway that we began when we were born and we were placed on our mother's belly, her Ren channel to our Ren channel. That's what helped create our energetic infrastructure. So as we're doing this, we're connecting our bellies to the yin, to the earth, to the water. And now this time we're going to do that same thing, but just pour it into your mouth like you can drink. Drink deeply and even swallow your saliva as you drink from the waterfall, the waters of life, connecting with your own body, finding yourself here, watering your own garden, drinking. And dropping into the flow now, dropping into the flow even more, with even more gentleness, mindfulness, and reverence. Start to pour this waterfall now down into your heart, into the dimensions of your heart, into the petals of your blooming heart, scooping up and receiving and drinking, watering the flowers, the blooms of your love, of your joy, of your compassion. So beautiful. Pouring this water in so you may receive. And while this is not of the Tao of Women, it's not written in the text, this is very much coming to me these last few days as I've been practicing this form and sharing it with other people. As we're in this summertime, we're creating an oasis and this fresh, beautiful water and the blooming of our hearts and the great work of our hearts so we can water our own garden and be deeply nourished. There's often some prayers and often some gratitudes and maybe even some apologies. So if it feels good for you to do so, the next time you pour water into your heart, you can repeat the prayer with me. And it first simply starts with, I'm sorry, as you pour this prayer into your heart, as you nourish your garden. Scooping again to the water, picking it up, receiving the waterfall, pouring it into your heart. Please forgive me. As you let this prayer nourish your body as it floats down through your Ren channel, through your conception vessel, to the base of your being, scooping up again, pouring the water in to your heart. I love you. Receiving the words as you water your garden. One more time. Scooping up, pouring in the words, this time into your heart. Thank you. And now, as you pour this water into your blooming heart, we're going to water even deeper now, down into our bellies, down into our lower dantian. In Qigong, we often describe our lower dantian as an elixir field or as a garden. And those of us that really deepen into Qigong, we build it, and we sometimes call it a cauldron, a place of alchemy. And so in that cauldron today, we're going to fill that cauldron, fill that garden, whatever language you want, pour it in. And for a moment, I'm going to be silent for you to have your own experience. And while you're watering your garden, I'm going to encourage you to stay in the practice, and I'm going to read the passage to you one more time. Grounded, stretching herself too thin, she breaks her connection. Staying too busy, she has no time. Doing for others, she neglects herself. Defining herself only through others, she loses her own definition. The wise woman waters her own garden first. As I join you and I dip back into the waters, as I water my own garden first, I'm reminded of what I brought into this experience in the very beginning of celebration of, oh, I became a mother today. Oh, my business was born. Oh, my family. Oh, Birth Song Botanicals was born. And at that time, I was also a very busy midwife. And so the deep need to nourish yourself and not lose yourself in your clients, not lose yourself in your family, not lose yourself in your work, but to always return to the waters of life, always return to your own garden, always return to your Ren channel and to your lower dantian and your heart, watering yourself so you are nourished and you can always find your way back home because you are home. So just a few more times in silence as you finish watering your garden. And now making your movements even slower, even more intentional, even more purposeful as you feel the energy leaving your fingertips and going into your body. Swallowing your saliva, feeling the humbleness as you dip down into the water and scoop it up and pour it in, the open receptivity of allowing yourself to be filled, nourished on every level, replenished, restored, rehydrated. This is our last one. And this time, as your hands float down, go ahead and seal your hands. Bring your feet just a little closer together. Seal your hands. Rest your mind down in your lower dantian, your elixir field, your garden that you're cultivating with your attention, with your love. Dropping here, breathing here, resting here. And from here, we complete drawing up the earth and pulling down the heavens, integrating all the aspects of yourself, watering your own garden, feeling yourself as a part of the earth, feeling yourself as you grow, as you thrive, as you integrate and smooth everything out, finding yourself here, coming into the fullness of the beauty of who you are. Smoothing it out, completing the practice, integrating. This next time, we're going to bring our feet together as we reach up, and this time just let your hands float down. Take all the time you need as we are completing. You are letting everything below your hands come down and in, and everything above your hands to be clear, and bright, and spacious. And gathering all this energy so slowly down into your lower dantian and seal it in. Like you start to seal it in, and then there might be a little bit extra. So hands on your belly, on your belt channel, and then down your sides. And you could go all the way to the earth, or you can just send the energy down through the earth, down through these meridians that run down the sides of your leg. And return back, nourishing your life. And from here, we breathe with gratitude, and we complete, and we bow out. And when we bow out, we're always still working with yin and yang principles. And so there is a part of us that rises. So let the part of us learn to rise like the sun. Rise, express like the sun, radiant one. And then there's another part of us that learns to fall, and that falling be like a waterfall or like the rain. And we bring that together, harmonize the rising and the falling, the sun and the rain, the waterfall, and we bow. And we bow to each other, and we bow to the Tao of Women. We bow to the waterfall. We bow to our life garden and the wisdom to remember to water our garden first. And we bow to our teacher's teachers, and the teacher within. Drawing this energy and humility back into our heart, but we send it down into our dantian as we step back across the threshold, back into our lives, and rub it in, shake it off. You just were in the waterfall. You might as well rub that goodness in like a chi bath, glorious as it is. And I invite you to journal. I would love to hear your experience with this practice, what you received, what it was like nourishing yourself and drinking so deeply. Of course, I want to say, hey, 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 if you don't have the book, get the book. I love this book. I love it more and more each week. I think it's my favorite each time. And I would love to see you in Qigong class or in an upcoming workshop. Okay. See you next week. Thank you.